Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome to Firms Consulting channel. And today we're going to talk about how to behave as a leader during a recession. In the recent video, we addressed taking the upcoming recession 2020 very seriously. As a leader, whatever you can do to protect your family, your organization, your business, you need to do it. In this video, we'll look at what is the role of a leader in a recession. A good leader does not kick back in a crisis. And certainly a good leader does not give up or hope that things will work out somehow. A good leader intends to use the crisis to change the trajectory of their family, business, organization, or department. They use it as a time to show what we are made of. Now let me briefly speak about changing jobs during a recession. Changing jobs in this market is very hard. If you are here on an H-1B visa, which as you know permits a foreign national work in the United States for a certain period of time, or a similar visa, if I was in your place, I would not be changing jobs now. It will be very challenging. Instead, do what you can to not get fired or laid off. If you are someone who is looking for a job, you have got to reach out to your network now, before they are inundated with requests when everyone else is unemployed. Move fast, reach out to your network, update your resume, update your cover letter. If you are a premium member or an FC insider, use our The Consulting Office series to help you maximize the effectiveness of your resume. And if you are not an FC insider, our How to Edit a Resume video will be helpful for you to start the process of updating your resume. This is a resume of Alice, one of the candidates from the Consulting Offer 2. In our program, she was trained by a former McKinsey partner and worldwide strategy practice co-leader and received offers from McKinsey and BCG at the end of the season. If you are a premium member or FC insider, I will include links below where you can watch the entire TCO2 season with Alice going through the training and ultimately receiving offers. Regardless if you are planning to change jobs or not during a recession, focus on investing in yourself to increase your earning potential and the value of your work. Now, if you are a consultant, you may be asking yourself, how can I get ahead with clients during a recession? If you are a consultant, pick the clients you are going to protect. Some of them, they're never going to hire you, and that is okay. Some of them, they want to hire you if you have the skills to solve their most pressing problems, so you will need to communicate and prove to them that you do have the skills. If you are willing to take some pain, no strings attached, clients will be more willing to speak to you. For example, you can offer to be compensated based on results. At a minimum, you will likely be able to build stronger relationship with the client that later may lead to paid work. And if things work out well, it can lead to some solid revenue at the time when your firm really needs it and some client referrals. Sometimes you have to leave an important client. You may make a strategic decision to withdraw from the client. For example, for a variety of reasons, the leadership team may not respect you. Rather than investing a lot of time trying to win them over, you can invest that time in client relationships that are likely to lead to revenue for your firm. Now, what about skills development during a recession? In terms of skills development, you can go for practical skills or for theoretical skills. Theoretical skills, also known as a degree. We at Firms Consulting focus on practical skills. Many of our programs on strategytraining.com and apps and strategytv.com and apps teach skills to fix a closely defined problem, like learning how to solve a quantitative problem, learning how to map and frame an issue, or learning how to develop a strong relationship with clients. You get very quick results, low cost, high returns over compressed times. Companies want this. When we are going through a recession, companies primarily looking for people who can fix specific problems. It's not about having a degree, it's about having skills. It's about an ability to get results. But why are practical skills so hard to learn? Because it is compressed, you have to show results quickly. That is the trade-off. If you tell someone you can do X, you have to be able to do X and get results, which is why people tend to go for theoretical skills. They go to a nice MBA program, they get hired because they went to a nice MBA program, and it's going to take a long time for them to show whether it's worth it. because they are not measured on a discrete bite-sized project. So you have got to decide, are you going for practical skills or theoretical skills? If you're going for theoretical skills, a degree, it is expensive. There's a long payback. Sometimes there is no payback. It is essentially a 4-year game for most people. You have to apply during this year, and some people take longer to apply, 2 years to study, and 1 year to reap some rewards. It works for 20% of the people. Those are 20% you hear about. The other 80% just meander. They are worse off than those who learned practical skills. And they are probably, unfortunately, never going to get the return on investment they wanted. But there are reasons when you need to consider an MBA during a recession. One, it allows you to stay in the country. Let's say, God forbid, you lose your job. You can park yourself during an MBA for 2 years, and you have time to find your feet, find another job, and you don't need to go back to your home country. And 2, depending on where you study, it may lead to residency. Now I want to talk about a part that many people may not want to talk about. You may also need to face some tough decisions. You may also need to consider leaving the United States or another country where you are temporarily located. For many of you at this time, whether you want it or not, going back to your home country have to be given enough consideration. The reality is that we are going through a global crisis right now. There are not many jobs anywhere. So if you are leaving to find a good job elsewhere, it is possible you will find something good, but maybe you will get something worse. But maybe you have no choice. Many may need to leave for family reasons, visa reasons, or a necessity to cut costs. But please keep in mind, if you are going to leave the country where you're currently located and go back to your home country, it will be very difficult, most likely, to come back later on to wherever you are located right now. If you make this move, you have got to know that your life plan will change quite dramatically. If you go, it is most likely permanent. We always tell clients one area where you have got to get ahead is your residency and visa status. Let's say you are in the United States. If you want to stay here and your only route is to study or get a job, getting a job during a recession will be very difficult. Studying may be the best route, but that is a big commitment you need to make. For many people, it is beneficial to apply for Canadian or Australian PR right now. It is fast, it is point-based, study leads to residency. Now, of course, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a financial advisor, so please consult relevant professionals to get advice on your specific situation. I am just sharing with you my experience and what I would have done. I'm going to leave you with some important points. If you are a part of Firms Consulting community, and especially if you are an FC insider, you are a leader, and leaders rise in a moment of crisis. We understand our role, we understand our purpose in the world, we understand what we have to do. This is what we were trained to do. If you feel you are lost, if you feel you are scared, look, everyone is scared. You have got to distinguish between knowing how you feel and knowing what you need to show other people. Because while you may be scared, other people are dependent on you to show them a level of confidence and calmness. Otherwise, it is just a ripple effect or a viral effect of uncertainty and anxiousness. Well, maybe viral is not the right word to use right now. Yes, things are going to get very hard, very fast. You will be affected. You may lose your job. To a large degree, it is going to happen to a lot of people, or at least you're going to have some financial shock. But as a member of the FC community, and especially if you are an FC insider, you are prepared for it. Where there are some suboptimal opportunities, you are going to put things aside and focus on saving your family, your business, your clients, and your employer. Because you know, common sense will tell you, we are going to get through this. So no matter how bad it looks, no matter what newspapers tell you, and newspapers will tell you anything they need to tell you to sell newspapers, know that we are not going back to the Middle Ages. You will know that. As a good leader, you will keep everyone calm and move through. You know that your life, your career plan, your skills will need to change. And that is normal. What you see is a compression of that time when you realize you need to change. and you accept it. You will plan for that change. You are not going to hope it does not change, because hope is not a strategy. As a good leader, you will embrace and you will lean in. Because by the time you pivot after fighting it, it may be too late. The most important thing to remember is that these are the moments when we can change the trajectory of our life. If you are stuck in your career, if you are stuck in your life, if you are stuck in bad relationship, if you are stuck in anything you do not want to be stuck in, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, when you look at this moment, you will realize that this is the time you could have made major changes in your life. A good leader never lets a crisis go to waste. So use this crisis to make a major change. As a member of FC community, you know the role you play. You have been called up to the major leagues now. You have got to take the call and do what you were trained to do. Are you going to mess up? Of course you're going to mess up. Everyone messes up. But that is fine. In life, you know that you will mess up. You step back, you rethink things, and you move forward. But what you should not do is be too hard on yourself. You are not going to know everything you need to know. But if you are an FC member, you have all the training you need. We have given it to you. If you don't know something, just go look it up. But right now, it's about you helping others, because that is what a good leader does in a crisis. Thank you so much for watching this video. I loved spending this time with you. Please let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, how you are handling the current situation. What advice will you give to other members of FC community on how to handle the recession, handle the current crisis, prepare for the recession? Let us know in the comments your experience. I would love to get to know you guys. Please let me know where you are from, what you find helpful, what kind of videos you would like to see, what you found helpful from this specific video. If you would like to receive some advanced training episodes from us, completely free, go to firmsconsulting.com/promo and enter your details, and we're going to send you a series of emails with some advanced episodes that I think you will find very helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay strong, be a good leader, and I'm looking forward to see you next time.